Good morning. Hi. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Got a little surprise for you today. It's Saturday morning, and I spent a fair amount of time last night looking at the responses, the messages, the direct messages, the comments, pretty much everything and anything that everybody had to say about Tips and Tricks Part 1. It kind of kept me awake a little bit last night because I began to realize that so many of you who are on Temu and shop with Temu don't know about price adjustments, how to get them, what to do with them, and even more, had no idea that you could split your credits and not have to use your entire credit balance all at once. I was even contacted by a couple of Temu influencers that have very large channels, so much bigger than mine. And they have been with Temu since the beginning, and they had no idea that you could split your credits. So I felt it important that I shuffle around my videos a little bit. And so what you're about to see now is technically going to be Tips and Tricks Part 2, Price Adjustments, and Credit Splits. That's where my focus is going to be. I'm also going to start by mentioning to you something that I completely forgot to mention on the first video as far as the savvy shopping goes. So I'm going to start that. But before we begin, thank you for coming back. Those of you who have been here before, I really appreciate you returning. Hopefully you're enjoying my videos and the information and products I provide to you. If you're new here, my name is Connie, and you have just entered Connie's little corner. I'm not cockeyed. I'm intentionally sitting off to the side because I'm going to be putting a lot of images on the screen. Some of them are going to be a little bit bigger. Some of them may take up the entire screen. I want everybody to be able to see what I'm talking about. So if you want to navigate on your computer or your phone at the same time, you can compare and work your way around. Hopefully these three parts that I'm going to cover in this video are going to give you enough information to alleviate some of your concerns and add to your savvy shopping skills. Down below in the description, I am going to put some bullet points, but you will find my link, whether you're a new user or a current user, that'll take you to Temu. Everybody can spin the daily, they call it a wheel, but it's actually kind of square. It's spin the daily box to get your percentage off for the day. Temu will pick what you get and throw that out at you so that you can use that. And new users who use my code AFC95851 are going to get 50% off your first order. No limitations. Once you meet the first $10, to get the free shipping, then just go for it. But let's make you a savvy shopper, because once you do start shopping with Temu, you are going to be hopefully accumulating some credits to use on your orders. That's going to that's like a little map. It's part of the details that draws you towards that rabbit hole. It gets you a little bit closer till eventually, like the rest of us, you'll fall in and we'll have a big party. All right, anyway, first things first. Bulksale7. This is a shopping tool that I forgot, my bad, to mention in part 1 of Tips and Tricks. If you use the search bar and you type in simply, all one word, bulk sale, and the number 7, you'll see it up here on top, that's going to bring you up every single item that Temu has that is under $3, without exception. It will bring up thousands and hundreds of thousands of items, all under $3. So you can really shop till you drop and fill a cart very easily. Make sure you go to the drop-down box that says Sort By, take it off of Relevant and change it to Price Low to High. That way, you're going to start off with the lower priced items, and if there are multiple vendors selling the same item for different prices, this is going to be the easiest way for you to pick it out, okay? So Bulksale7. Try to use that as often as you shop. I use it all the time, and it's become so second nature to me that I neglected to mention it to you. That is my bad. Please accept my apologies. When this is over, go shop Bulksale7. You'll be surprised the things you can find in there for $3. I have found hair pieces, my baseball caps, a lot of my baseball caps that you see over here. I found them that way. Amazing 925 pieces of jewelry that you can find under $3 by using Bulksale7. So go for it. That is an amazing way to shop. All right. Now we're going to get down to a little bit of business. Hold on. You may hear Levi painting in the background. Again, he gets a little wired when he hears me talking, but he doesn't know who I'm talking to. All he knows is I'm not talking to him. So, all right, here we go. We got Bulksale. See, it's a Saturday morning. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be finishing my kitchen. All right, the first thing we're going to attack is going to be price adjustments. I'm going to be putting up a lot of pictures probably over here because that's where I figured it out. When you have an order, within 30 days of submitting and paying for that order, if the vendor drops the price, you may be eligible for what's called a price adjustment. Sometimes they'll only drop the price a penny, and yeah, you should get a price adjustment, but there's no guarantee you will. It's up to the vendor when they want to issue those. So the easiest way to find that, if you're on your phone, just go into each order. Bring up your account where you can see all orders, and then open each order. You're going to do this one order at a time because price adjustments apply to items within a specific order, even if it's multiples. You can get multiple price adjustments within one order. Say you have 13 items in the order and 7 of them have price adjustments, then you're going to get 7 price adjustments. You can also get multiple adjustments on one item. And that's something that you have seen, information that I've given you, that you have seen that when I describe something to you, I might say, well, this has had 2 or 3 price adjustments. And it's only one item within an order. So multiple items or multiple adjustments on one item. When you go in to each order, on your phone, you're just going to click on the order itself. On your computer, you're going to go over on the right-hand side where it says View Order Details, and you're going to click on that. Whichever device you're on, once you're actually into the order and looking at the items, the radio buttons down the side always start with track. They always start with the word track, no matter what item you're in or what order you're in, whether it's one being processed, or it may be an order that's just been shipped, or it might be an order that's already been delivered. You're going to go back 30 days worth of orders, and it's 30 days from the date you placed the order, you paid for it, not 30 days from the date it was shipped or from the date you received it. And that's a mistake that I've heard from a lot of people that, well, they only got their order yesterday and it hasn't been 30 days. It's based on the date you pay for the order, and that's important that you remember that so that you don't miss getting your price adjustments thinking it might be a different date. Once you're into the order, look at track, start up the top where track is, work your way down, and you will see, and it will really stand out if it's there. You won't have to hunt for it. It'll say, request a price adjustment. It's going to be the longest thing listed in those bars. Request a price adjustment. Now remember, when you scroll down through the order, all right, it's only going to say that once, because that's going to relate to every item in your order that has a price adjustment. Basically, that bar is for the entire order. Click on it. It's going to bring up your item or all your items that have price adjustments, and it's going to break it down for you. It will show you each item, what you paid for it, what the current price is, and what is the adjustment that you're being given. It may not be an exact. Sometimes the adjustment might be a percentage. So if your item was, say, $1.98 and it dropped down to $1.40, but you only got a 10-cent adjustment, thinking you were going to get over 50 cents, it's up to the vendor agreement. If that particular vendor is working on a percentage when they do adjustments, then you're going to get a percentage. Other vendors will work on an exact difference. So if it went down 58 cents, they're going to give you 58 cents. So check out each item, and you will see when you look down and you're reviewing each item, you will see all that information. Original price, current price, amount of adjustment. This is your first adjustment. You will only see one adjustment at a time per item. You won't see all three on there because other adjustments are going to come at different times or on different days, maybe later in the same day, but they're not all going to come out at once. Even if the vendor does 2 adjustments in the day, he might do one in the morning and one at night. Well, that's why I check for price adjustments twice a day. I check in the morning with my coffee. I check at night, probably about an hour or 2 before I turn in to see if there have been any more. So like every 12 hours, I'm checking. And it's beneficial because I do find that. All right, so back up anyway. When you see the items listed, one item or multiple items, below that it will say, there'll be a bright orange bar and it'll say request price adjustment. You're going to click on that, all right, because that's automatically going to request the adjustment for every item that shows it's dropped in price. So if there's 3 items, you don't need to click all 3. You just request the price adjustment on that bottom bar, and then it's going to bring you up to the next page. Price adjustments, just so you're aware, this is another thing I found a lot of people are not aware of. Price adjustments can only be credited to your Temu account. You cannot get a cash refund back to your payment source on a price adjustment. That's the only catch. Price adjustments, you can't cash them out. But this is where you build up your credits to do additional shopping. And it's important that you know your price adjustments that become credits will never expire. They can sit in your account forever. If you stay off of Temu, and you don't shop Temu for 6 months or a year, when you go back into your account, credits are still going to be there. You don't lose them. They don't ever, ever, ever expire. That's the current policy. If the policy changes, then that might change. So there's a radial button, and you'll see on the example I put up on the screen. You're going to click on that little button where it tells you to credit to your Temu account. And then after you put that amount in, you're going to click submit, the orange bar on the bottom that tells you to finish your credit. When that's done, go back to your credit balance on your main account screen. You scroll down where you find credit balance. You go in your credit balance, and the very top item should be the credit that you just requested. The price adjustment will be reflected, and it will give the date, the dollar amount, the order number. It'll give you all the information as to where that credit came from. And if you have other credits, you'll see that that's basically a history. As credits come in and out of your account, they're going to be listed on that page. So if you get credits from another source, maybe it was a problem with an item or something and they issued you a refund, that will go into your credit account. That's something else that we'll talk about, though, because refunds are a completely different ball of wax. That'll be in the next video. So you'll see your credit has been applied. Hopefully that will give you a good understanding of how the price adjustments work. Now, say you go back in at night, you check all your orders. You're going to start with all those that are processing, then you're going to move on to those that have shipped, and then you're going to move on to those that were delivered until you see on the dates. When you look at each order, it'll give you the order number and the date that it was ordered. It must be within 30 calendar days of the date you paid for it. So the date you paid for it counts as day 1, not day 0. It counts as day 1. Unfortunately, that cuts us off by 1 day, but it's a day. As long as you're checking twice a day for your adjustments, you should be fine. So you're going to go into each order one at a time and follow those same steps. Open up the order, look for that bar that says request a price adjustment. If it's not there, hit the back browser, go down into the next order. Keep going until you've gone through every single order that you've paid for over the past 30 days. Doesn't matter what its status is. Once you pay for it, even if it's in processing, you can still get credit adjustments. I get credit adjustments on stuff that hasn't even been shipped yet. They're still getting it ready to ship and ready to send out, so I'll get a price adjustment on that. You can choose to search 2 ways for your price adjustments. You can go in like I do, individually to break it down, processing, shipped, and delivered. Or you can just click on all orders and go right straight down the list. It doesn't take long to do this. I sip on a cup of coffee. It takes, and I have a lot of orders. I go back 30 days and I have about, what did I go through? 47 orders this morning. It goes back 30 days and it still only took me less than 15 minutes. It doesn't take long once you know what you're looking for, and you're really only looking for that bar that says request a price adjustment. All right? I think I've covered everything for price adjustments. If I haven't, if I left something out, please put a comment below so that I can respond. And just as I'm doing now, if I get a lot of similar responses, I will create a video to reply to that. So I think, let me just double check my little list here because I didn't want to forget anything. Okay, good. I think I covered it all. That's the easiest parts of getting credits with Temu. In the next video, we're going to cover a huge source of credits and freebies that, again, I found out even seasoned Temu influencers don't know about this. I'm glad I do. I have an inquisitive mind, so when I first started shopping with Temu, I started hunting around and looking through everything and clicking on every link I could find. And so I've done that so that you don't have to. Okay, are we ready for the next topic? Not yet. Hold on. I need more. Okay. The majority of the comments that I got off of part 1 was, in a nutshell, OMG, I didn't know I could split my credits. Literally, if you scroll down through any of the messages, and they've been put on other videos and not just on the video they were in, and my direct messages, I would say probably 80% of my direct messages were asking me, I didn't know this. How do I split my credits? Teach me how. Okay? I'm going to teach everybody how to do it. And even you big wigs out there who have tens of thousands of subscribers, listen up, because if you don't know how to do this, hopefully I'll help. And then you can give my channel a shout out because I'm so helpful. Kidding. I'm not going to solicit from anybody. I love you all. I really do. And I love all my new subscribers, and I'm so grateful for everyone who watches my channel and subscribes. Okay. Topic 2, or part 2, or actually this is topic 3. Bulksale7 was number 1, right? Price adjustments is number 2, and now splitting credits. This is the third and final part of this video. So you've been shopping, very savvy. You've had your price adjustments that you've been checking on and getting those, and you notice your credit balance when you go into your account and you scroll down the tree and you find credit balance and you see, I've got a bunch of credits in there. I've got $6 or $7 or $3, and I have an order, but I don't want to use it all. You don't have to. This is something that I found accidentally because I'm very meticulous about checking my receipts before I click that final submit order. I am very picky, and I make sure that I've applied my coupons and I look to see if my credit balance is on there. And I was just using my mouse as a pointer and going down the receipt. And when I got to a certain point, it highlighted it was a link. Hello? Why is there a link where it says credit applied? So I clicked on it. I'll be darned. From that point on, my credit use has changed, and it has made a big difference in what I pay out of pocket for my orders, how long I might wait to do an order to let more credits build up. I'm not so fearful of losing my credits or using a portion of my credits now that I know I don't have to use them all, and it's not a use it or lose it situation. So let's start with the first image up here. In order to do a credit split, you're first going to do your shopping. That's step number 1. You're going to look at your cart, and I'm just going to use $10 as an example because it's easy. Your cart has a $10 balance, or $10.05, because it has to be at least a $10 order, $10 or more. So your order is $10.05. You're ready to check out. Don't. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your coupons, and in the column where you have your account credit balance and your orders, you'll see coupons listed there. Check first for any coupons that you might have. Look at the price of your order, compare it to your coupons. Are there any coupons you can use and apply? If there are, you're just going to click the Use button so that it adds that onto your receipt, so to speak, and deducts the proper amount. Now, don't get caught in this. There will be sometimes $15 off a $40 order or more. Well, that's a pretty good deal because that brings your order down to $25. So that's like taking 30% off your order. But there's also ones that'll say $15 off an $80 order. If you're doing an $80 order, if you're already planning on doing an $80 order, then yes, use it. But don't go out there and start spending and shopping more just to get $15 off an $80 order. Because if that's the case, then you could just do an order for $65 and not use the coupon at all. Make sense? So be careful with the coupons. Make sure they really do apply to what you're willing to pay, what you shopped for, and are they going to work for you? Are they going to actually save you money? When I have a coupon that's 15 off of 40, if there's anything I've been waiting on getting, I'll go up to 40 because I know it's going to bring my order down to $25 right off the bat. And then my credits from price adjustments or whatever the sources is going to bring it down more. So I might have started out with a $20 order, but if I can still be around $20 by shopping more and using that coupon, you get my drift? If you're already doing a $25 order, why not shop for $40 worth of stuff and use your $15 coupon, which will bring your order back to $25? It's all math, and we don't have to be math wizards because we all have calculators built into our computers. Get your teenage kids or your grandkids to help you figure it out because, boy, I tell you, these guys, I will give millennials the credit that credit is due. They are very savvy when it comes to how they shop and what they spend. And I do have a lot of subscribers that are of what would be my grandchildren's age. so to speak, that would be in their 20s and 30s. Okay, so you've checked your coupons. You've clicked on use so that you can make use of whatever coupon you want. And if there isn't anything you want to use, then you're not going to. So you're going to go down and you're going to click on where it says checkout. We've all been there. If you've done an order before, if you're new, you haven't. So that's why I've got screenshots up. When you click checkout, the first thing Temu's going to do is they're going to throw up all your past browsing history that you didn't buy and try to entice you into buying them before you actually complete your checkout. Ignore those because they're a trap and you're going to really fall into that and spend so much more than you want. I don't even bother to look or start looking at them. I just go right to the bottom of that screen where it says continue to checkout, and I click on continue to checkout. Once you get to this part, you're going to stop. Don't click anything else. Do not submit your order. Just completely stop what you're doing. Now it's time to review your summary. Right? So you're going to look, starting at the top of your little receipt that they put up on the screen, you're going to look, make sure, is your coupon showing? Right? That's the first thing. Is your coupon there? If not, make sure you stop what you're doing, you go back into coupons, you grab what you want, click on use, and get that coupon applied, or you type in the coupon code if you happen to have a coupon code. Okay? You follow me so far? This is not rocket science, but this is going to save you enough as if you were a rocket scientist. The next thing as you go down, it's going to say credit applied. If you hover, there's going to be a little sentence there that says, in quotes, I believe it says max applied, and it'll put the dollar amount. The max means that's all the credit that you had in your account, and they're going to use it all towards this order, unless you tell them otherwise. So let's tell them otherwise. Click on where it says max applied. Look what pops up. Look what pops up. All right? It'll give you the dollar amount. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that little X or just take your mouse and delete what's in that box and then apply what you want to use out of your credits. For example, when I had that free order, it automatically did $36 because I had 50 some odd dollars in credits. So it took the max that it needed to cover the entire order, which gave me a zero cost order. Right? Save up your credits. You can get this too. But let's say your order is now $25. We'll make it $27 because of tax. You've used your coupon, it's been applied. Your order's been brought down to $25, $27.99 because of the taxes. You're going to put in that box how much of your credits you want to do. Let's say you have $10 in credits. You might not want to do the whole thing. You might want to have a $20 order. So in that box, you're going to type $7.99. That's the amount of credit you want applied to your order. So as soon as you put that amount in, all right, you're going to go below it and you're going to click Save. So here's the thing though. When you put in the new dollar amount, make sure you hit Tab to move it down. If you don't hit Tab and then you hit Save, and I've had this happen to me, it'll revert right back to the maximum. It's a system glitch. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen quite the time. I'm surprised how often it really does happen. So make sure after you enter the dollar amount you want to use, hit Tab on your keyboard, and then hit Save. And when you hit Save, it should close it out. It does for me. If you hit Save, you won't be able to hit Save again. You can only do it once unless you make a change. Close out the box if it didn't close out automatically. Go back and look at your receipt. Your receipt should now reflect $15 coupon and the $7.99 that you decided you wanted to use of your credits and give you a new total of that $20. So, of course, all these dollar amounts I'm giving you is just fictitious, but you get the idea. You're going to start out with the top, with whatever your final order is, then do your coupons wisely, cautiously. Then, if you do have credits, if you don't have credits to use, you won't see the credit applied. All right, that won't even show up on the receipt. If you have no credits, it won't be there. You're only going to see that if you actually do have credits, even if you only have a penny. But if you don't want to use that penny, you can go in and change it to 0. Take that penny out and save it for a different day. And it's not going to make much of a difference on that order. But if you save up enough pennies, and there are spots that I've already told you where you get pennies. Remember the daily boxes? You open those 3 boxes, you get 2 cents of credit each box. And when you click on the check-in box, you get another 2-cent box. So that's 8 cents a day that you can add to that penny. 3 days, and you got a whole quarter, and you've done nothing, but you've got 25-cent credit to use just simply for clicking buttons. This is fun, isn't it? Say, hey, I'm retired. I lived on a fixed income. I do live on a fixed income. I make a little bit on the side from my jewelry business that I do and other things that I do. But basically, my retirement income, that's it. So I'm all about being miserly. It's okay. I'm not cheap. I'm very generous. When someone needs something, I don't worry about my own wallet. If they need it and I have it and I can help them, that's what I'll do. This is my way of keeping money in your pocket, of helping you. All right. So you've gotten to the point, you've checked everything on your receipt. Everything looks good. You're happy with the bottom total. You're sitting there going, yes, I did this, right? You saved yourself some money and it was not hard at all. Now you're going to click on your submit order button. It's the very last thing that you do after you've checked everything. That's going to be the very, very last thing that you do. You're just going to click submit. You'll get the acknowledgement like you always do. And when you go back into the order, because it'll now be in your processing section of your orders, go into processing, look at that order, and you will see the receipt. When you go view receipt, click on view receipt, you will see that, yes, it applied your coupon, it applied the amount of credits you said, your account was charged, whatever payment method you have set up was charged the exact amount you wanted, and all your items are in there that you wanted. So that's your verification. Temu gives you verifications on everything. Yes, it's a lot of emails, it's a lot of text messages, but it's all worth it. It all serves the purpose of saving you money. I've said before, they're very customer oriented. So anytime a customer continues to shop with them, that's a bonus for them. And by the way, they offer you these different ways to save and your credits and their policies. This also keeps the customers happy and keeps you shopping. All right. So a couple of just recaps. Bulksale7, everything will be under $3. Make sure that you get your price adjustments. Check all your orders back 30 days from the date of purchase. Every single day, at least once a day, if not twice a day, because sometimes your 30-day mark, and they take it right to the hour. That 30-day mark might be at 6 o'clock at night, and you don't want to be checking your orders at 7 o'clock at night and miss an adjustment. So be sure you go in and check your adjustments. Grab all the ones you can. If you don't grab it on time, it'll disappear. You'll no longer have the option. That bar will not be there once the 30 days is passed. Once you collect them, your credits will not expire. They will be there until you redeem them and use them. And then again, you can split your credits as we just covered so that you can save what you want to save, let them build up, save a little bit. There's something special you wanted to buy. Like some people said to me they wanted to buy that little portable washing machine, which was like $35, but they can't afford that. And they wish it was like $25. That's when you want to use that $15 coupon for a $40 order. Do the washing machine for $35, throw in $5 worth of other stuff that you might want. Use your $15 coupon, get that order down to $25. Use your credits, get it down lower, and you've got yourself your washing machine at an affordable price. So I think I've covered everything. If you've stuck through all the way to the end, if you have any more questions, queries, posers, comments, input, feedback, whatever you want to call it, by all means, leave me a note down below. I'm always welcome and happy to have your input and your feedback because it helps me improve my channel. If you liked what you saw, Please give me a big thumbs up. Definitely share this because, wow, there are so many people out there that have no clue about these 3 things that I covered in this short little video, 35-minute, whatever it was, video. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, see how the dimples come out when I think about that? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I don't bite. I'm best guest. I didn't say that, no. But feel free, please help me build my channel. I am closing in on 1,000 subscribers. I am almost at 800 right now. And at the rate this is going, by the end of September, I'll be at 1,000. And then I'm going to be doing a Temu product giveaway as a thank you. Not a giveaway. I can stop saying that. I'm going to be doing a Temu product thank you promotion so that one person of all my subscribers has the option to win a goodie bag or goodie box. Well, it's not going to be a Temu bag. It's not going to be in a Temu bag. But you're going to get a big thank you from me. You're going to get rewarded. And it's going to be all Temu items. Doesn't matter what your gender is. Excuse me. I didn't take my allergy pill this morning. So that's what we're going to do. Right? So comments, like, share, subscribe. Anything else you could think of? Hit the notification bell. All right, so that you know every time something's going to come up. And keep an eye out for part 3. Part 3, you're going to love. Part 3. Well, yeah, okay. Part 3 is where I'm going to show you where you can get a daily freebie. This morning I actually got 4 freebies. Daily freebie, more credits. Yeah, just there's so much to tell you. And then part 4, see, it's growing. Unless something else comes up, part 4 is going to be the games, Fishland and Farmland, and we're going to pick them apart so you can see how I have won Farmland twice, Fishland once, and Fishland right now, I think I'm 7 cents away from winning again. Yeah, we have a lot to cover. So everybody have a great day. It's in the mid-1 teens down here again in Midwest Arizona. Please stay cool, stay comfortable, stay hydrated. And as I tell you all the time, and it's really important, especially if you're leaving me a comment, stay sweet, please. And I'll catch you again in a couple of days.